just in the second half.
Yeah, I said in the locker room directly after the game, I'm responsible for the first half. That's clear. That's and it's not a tactical point. It was not a tactical point the first half, but everyone could feel it that we were not free from the mental side, and we were not aggressive enough, and we dropped back then. And but this is then my responsibility, clear. And I didn't find the right words after Philly. That's clear. And yeah, and in the halftime, only to give the guys confidence to believe in that, what we want to do, how we want to play. It was also not directly at the second half that we changed a lot. We changed only the position from the wingers with Vicky and Sofo. And okay, then you need then one goal with Danny Edelman. We talked before the game. Maybe that he has a chance today to score, and it was a really good moment for us. And then great the response from the guys, the behavior of them, always to believe in the second half, and this was for the whole group very important, and we can learn a lot. And now everyone is talking maybe from the second half, but me too, we can learn a lot from the first half. And when we feel free and when we are from the mental side ready, then we have the quality, and it's good then also that we had today this feeling to come back like we did in the second half, and that was great. But the first half, my responsibility, clear.
Next with Eric.
Can you talk about Ronnie Donkor's second half? He seems like someone who might have benefited from that message of just having a little more freedom, a little more flexibility. He had 2 assists. He had the pass to the assist on Choupo's goal. Just talk about Donkor.
Yeah, Ronnie, to be honest, was the best example today. When you compare this to the first half and second half, and but again, it's not Ronnie Donkor, it's me. The first half, what the guys played, and second half he was top in first of all as an 8 as well, then as a 6 in our build-up in the connection, and to feel free in our forward defending, to feel free when we lose the ball, not to think about too much about mistakes. And I think that's for us, for our group, very important, because we don't have time in the game to think too much when we are doing mistakes or when we drop back. Then we are not compact enough. And Ronnie was really good, and he played also in Philly after his substitution. Second half great, Minnesota great. So now he was ready, and he showed his quality, especially in the second half.
Next with Anthony.
Coach, you got 4 goals from your 2 big star players in the second half. How important is their leadership, especially in moments where your team is behind? And can you speak a little bit about how they pick up the team in those moments as well?
Yeah, that's you need then these guys. It's on the field in these difficult moments, and for the final pass, and when you have the chance then also to have the quality then to score. And these guys, how they lead the team, especially in the second half, was top the team and the second half, and which is very important for us to have this experience. And also then these 2 guys with all the others together on the field, but the guys outside of the field, everyone was then ready, and not to think too much, okay, what can happen, or with a mistake or something like that. Great guys today. And yeah, again, second half, this was our real phase at the end. And first half was my words after Philly, not the right moment to find, or not to find the right words. That's it.
Next with Sean.
Sean Suckling, Allen Magazine. Coach, as you keep saying it, the first half. So last game, first half, what turned it around, and what does that really lead you to believe for the very near future games, where you went from the well poorly, as you say, against number 1, well poorly against number 13, and then really cranking it out in the second half?
Yeah, what I said is always to believe in our quality, in our mentality, and we can talk a lot. But at the end, it's also important that you feel it on the field, like we did it all together with our supporters, with you guys here in the stadium. That's really, really important for development for a young group, and everyone could feel it, not only to see because of the goals, but you can feel it then, the energy from the whole group, which we had in the second half. And I'm really proud of the guys, how they respond after first half Philly game. And then also after these 3 days after Philly game, between now the game today and the first half, or first 25, 30 minutes, I would say last 10, 15 minutes, we had also some chances today, but that was good.
Next, go to Michael.
After this big win, this Saturday we face Miami, Inter Miami, and we will play with Messi. Are we ready to win that game?
If you ask me today if I'm ready for Saturday, to be honest, no. But we have 2 days time, so we start preparing tomorrow the game, and then we will be ready. But if you ask me today, directly after this game, it's not possible directly to think about, okay, what are we doing on Saturday?
Next, go over here.
It's really boring, my answer, I know, but okay.
Coach, there's a saying we have in American sports that a 2-goal lead is the most dangerous lead that you could have. In that second half, do you think that your response just really caught off New England from what you saw? And how important was it to just keep laying it on so you didn't give them a chance to even recover from that moment? You know, because there were a couple moments at the end of the game where, you know, they got that 2 goals like that. So how important was it to keep going?
Yeah, it's always important. And we had this issue, our home game against Minnesota on the road in Toronto. And this was as well our topic the last couple of weeks, to continue and not to think about, okay, now we are 1-0 up. And hopefully the game is ending very quick. So this is clear focus, clear energy every time, 95, 97 minutes today. That's important for our energy. And yeah, this is now what we have to show on Saturday against Inter Miami, 100 minutes.
Next, go to Gary.
A match like this, especially what happened over in Chester, would definitely do something with team psyche. But now comes the real question. You're going up against a quality side. How do you keep this going forward from here? Because, well, it was a very good win against New England. You're going to be facing a very tougher team going on.
Yeah, we have to. It's clear that we have to show a picture, some sequences from the game today, tomorrow, our guys, but it's not only the sequences now, or because the guys, they feel it on the field. Okay, always to think and to believe that we are ready to come back. And as a coach or assistant coach or the whole staff, we can talk a lot, but at the end you have to feel it on the field. And this is the most important part today, that the guys felt it today, especially the second half. And of course we have to continue that. And so first half Philly was not good. First 25, 30 minutes was not good, but now we have to keep going and clear focus and clear energy level for Saturday. And then Saturday in a week is Chicago, then 3 Leagues Cup games. And after that, we have 9 games.
Everyone, we have time for 2 more questions with Coach. First, we go to Dan Forenstein on Zoom.
Sandro, congratulations on the victory. How much was this 5-match winless streak weighing on the shoulders of yourself and the players? And at the same time, when Daniel scored that goal to make it 2-1, did you feel, or with a sense of relief that came off everyone's shoulders, that you were able to dominate that second half?
Yeah, you need then these moments, and was a little bit lucky how we scored this goal, but you need then also this luck in some moments, and then to build up the confidence, everything. And I don't know, the goal which we scored was 50 minutes, I think so a lot of time then to go. And also then to change offense, and not hopefully to think about, okay, is it possible to play 2-2 or something like that? Yeah, and it's normal also, guys. This is your job as well. When we didn't win the last 5 games, then it's normal. But for me as a head coach, my job is then to look a different picture and not to analyze then all the games. Okay, these 5 games we didn't win. So our job is then more what happened in all these 5 games, why we didn't win. In Minnesota, for example, was a really good game, and then Toronto set pieces, Philly was not good. We talked about that. And of course, every result is important for the whole group. And also for you that you don't write now again 6 games without win.
Everyone, we have time for one more.
It's also better for you. Come on, it's also better to write about this game today. Another way when we are losing or something like that.
Eric, obviously 2 goals for you today. You know, going down 2-0 early. Just what kind of sparked that momentum change after that first goal that Eddie got off the deflection?
Yeah, like you said, the first goal of Eddie was very important. It was the first sign to show mentality, first of all, because the first half was not good at all, definitely, and especially at home we want to play different. We had in our mind a different start, and then we conceded 2 goals. But I think, we have to look up because the second half was very, very good. And we had so many good moments, not only the goals, also the way we created the goals, the mentality we showed. And we have to keep on working, being more focused, especially in the first half, work on set pieces, and looking forward for the next game.
The team didn't get down after the first 2 goals. You just simply powered on through for the second half. You didn't panic or anything else versus New England?
Yeah, that's the coach told us also in the halftime that we should not panic, and especially the last 15 minutes, 20 minutes in the first half also it was already better, but still 2-0 of course, so it was a bit disappointing for everyone in the stadium. But we said to ourselves, listen, we have to focus on ourselves. We know that we can beat, I think, any team in the league at home especially, and that was our goal, to show mentality and to show our football. We have great players in front and the back, and I'm happy that we did so well in the second half.
There was so much talk about you and Forsberg being the leaders in this team, the veterans in this team, that basically pulled this win basically out of a loss. How does that feel, knowing that you've been able to do that any time, but now comes the real challenge to be able to do it consistently? Your thoughts?
Yeah, first of all, I think important is, and that's what I say to all of the players, everybody has to take responsibility and everybody has the same important role, I would say. I know we talk about leaders and everything. I have a lot of experience, Emil the same, and we give our best every time, but we need them as well, and we try to help them as much as possible. And if we do it like today, it's the best. I couldn't score without the great work from Ronnie, for example, at 1 goal, and also, of course, the pass from Emil, and Emil couldn't score without Dennis when he got the ball from him. So it's all about teamwork at the end of the day. But of course, we know that Emil and me, we know that we have a special role in the team, and we try everything to work on it in training and then on match day.
Last question.
Eric, next week is the MLS All-Star game. Team made a push to get you on that team. Voters didn't see it that way. Does it feel even better to have performances like that to prove people wrong, you know?
To be honest, I don't really care. I'm happy to stay here as well with my family and work hard with the team, you know, now flying to Austin. But I wish everyone at the All-Star game a lot of fun and everything. It's a new thing. I never experienced it. I only know it from the NBA and the NFL and all that stuff. So listen, the most important is the league and that we have success all together. And if we have games like this today, I scored, of course, I'm happy about that. But the most important was the win, and everything else, like all-star games and stuff like this is additional. So,
Ronnie, a fantastic game tonight. Congratulations on the victory. Coach said that your performances over the last couple of weeks have been building to what we saw tonight, creating scoring opportunities, getting an assist. Can you talk about how you felt coming over the last few games?
I think we have been working a lot. You know, like if you are not like playing a lot of games, like I think you need to like learn a lot on the pitch and train hard, you know. So like I've been working a lot, and coach is always helping me. So like I was always having the confidence to play. So like, and they always help me. I think that's why like I played like really good. And for me, I was really like I always wanted to play. And like the thing is, if you don't play and they give you the chance, you just have to focus. So if you don't focus, the next game I don't think you're gonna play. So I was always, focused, and that's it.
Yep, Sofa.
Mr. Ronnie, my question is, how did you feel when you didn't get a call up for the national team?
National team? Ghana? Bro, why this question? It was okay, That time I wasn't even getting more minutes, so for me, it was okay. You just have to work hard. Right now, I think they will see everything,
Absolutely.
Yeah. But don't worry, I'll ask you the same question next time, bro.
Next question.
A win like this is definitely good for the team. How much do you feel that you made a major contribution for this victory tonight?
I think the second half helped us a lot, we turn everything, we are playing home, so the fans are here, everyone is here, so we just have to turn everything down for them to be happy. I think we've been playing a lot of games and we didn't win a lot of games, but we just have to focus, and I think that's why we needed that, and the fans too needed that. I think that's it,
Ronnie, the team has gone down 2 goals early in each of the last 2 games. Philadelphia didn't work out so well. Tonight, a different story. What is the key to starting better and starting fast so you don't have to climb out of such a big hole?
I think we the first half we should have kept the ball long, We were down 2 and we wanted to play fast, and I think that wasn't helping us, But the second half we were capable of keeping the ball more, and I think that was the thing that helped us a lot, And if we keep moving the ball, I think it's good, and I think that does it,
Ronnie, you mentioned keeping the ball higher up on the field, and you were a big factor in that. 2 assists, little flick to Emile on the first Choupo goal. What about your attacking game do you think has developed, and do you feel like you can play with more freedom going forward, even though you're more of a defensive midfielder?
For me, whenever I'm on the pitch, I think I always think of playing forward, So I think that's the thing that always helped me a lot, because I don't really want to play back. Because if you play back, I think they will come and they will give us more pressure, So if I focus on playing forward, I think it helped us, and that was it, Even that ball for Emile, I wanted to shoot that ball, but I saw the guy coming, Yeah.
It seemed like there was a massive weight on your guys' shoulders coming into this game, and you obviously go down 2-0 in the first half. You get that goal deflected in the second half. Could you just feel the momentum kind of flip on the dime when that goal went in?
Yeah, I think immediately we had a lot of energy right after the goal. I think even before it was building up. I think they kind of got complacent in the second half. They thought the game was over, and all our halftime talk was that just keep believing. We're still in this game, and we want to keep pushing. It's tough to give up 2 early on, but we were relentless in the second half. Happy to contribute today and get on the score sheet, and look how the second half played out. It was a great effort.
You get those 5 goals in a half an hour time. Just what was the biggest difference that you saw after that goal? Because it just seemed like you guys were playing free. Ronald Donkor gets a back heel flick to Forsberg before he plays it into Choupo. Just what did you see on the pitch that kind of led to all this offensive output?
Ronnie was incredible in the second half. I think we were just playing free, not worrying about mistakes. I think they were getting tired. We were just building off the momentum, and you could see even when the subs came on, they did a great job, added more energy and everything. 5 goals in the second half is pretty crazy. It was something that doesn't happen for us often, so it was good to see that we wanted more. We wanted to get that 3rd, 4th, 5th.
And Daniel, you mentioned that Sandro mentioned that in the first half the mentality was really off. How do you, as a young leader, especially kind of leading the attack to getting the party started with the first goal, how did you kind of maybe help set the tone and shift the mentality?
Sure, yeah, it's a big responsibility. At the 6th position, just to keep encouraging the attackers to keep the next opportunity. If you miss one, focus on the next one that you get. The center backs are doing a great job communicating to me as well, me and Ronnie throughout the game. But being a young player, I take pride in that. Of course, halftime it's tough. You can walk back out super deflated, or you can walk out with nothing to lose. And I think that's what we did today and got the win.
Can you talk about what you saw from Julian and Dennis on the outside in the second half?
Yeah, Jules was finding some great half spaces, finding the turn, won the PK, did a great job with that. Dennis was flying up and down. You could see how fast he was. I mean, yeah, it was like we had the 5 goals, and he was still making runs up and down. So they did really well when they came on today, and yeah, the boys are buzzing.
Last season, you talked a bit about being more advanced in your play in the midfield. Today, you get that big goal. How are you growing into that role of being a bit more advanced as a midfielder?
Yeah, goal's a goal. We take it. I didn't really know how to celebrate, honestly. I was just like walking back because we were still losing, but you could feel that we were gonna start to pile them up on them. Yeah, I was in a good spot, top of the box. I just wanted to make sure it was on frame, and yeah, a little bit of luck goes in. We'll take it, and yeah, I think that's something that I want to try to keep doing is get top of the box.
You said goals like this, wins like this, when there are many goals that you guys score don't come in often, but yet you seem like you're a very different team when you're in this building. Does that basically send the message that no matter what team walks in, your guys are a crew of fighters and you're not going to until it's in?
Definitely. We've been so good here at home. It's our fortress. The fans, the environment, it's really special. I think everyone also has a bit of more composure and calmness when they're playing here. We have to translate that to the road and figure out, how we can get results away from home. But we know that for a fact it's not going to be easy for the opponent when they come here.
You hit the nail on the head about the consistency part. Okay, you're doing great here at home, but on the road it's a very different story. What are you telling about your teammates to try to keep the good vibes going once you leave this place?
For sure. I mean, we know that when we play here that let's go. Like we need 3. A tie isn't good enough. But then when we go away, there's not really a shift in mentality. I think we've played well in certain games. We've had chances. It's just like a few games of set piece goals that we've been working on and stuff. And I think it's just communication from everyone and really just understanding that we need to support each other. And everyone it's not just like one person's job. Like it's 11 of us on the field plus the 9 guys on the bench. Like everybody has a part.
Was that what happened in the first goal versus New England? Was there a communication problem?
Yeah, it's communications, stuff leading up to the play. I mean, everybody can do better. And they're a good side, New England. They have creative players. You're going to get broken down sometimes. It's just all about the reaction, man, and we had a great one today.
Last question, Mark.
Yeah, Danny, Coach said the first half was on him. He said that the energy level wasn't right. He took responsibility for it. Going into halftime, what did you guys say to each other to unleash such a crazy second half?
Yeah, I don't know if it was necessarily on him. I think the match plan was clear. I think he just was saying that his words were maybe not as motivational for us or set us in the right direction, but I think everybody has their own personal motivation to play and what they want to accomplish and how they're going to perform. But yeah, I mean, we definitely, if he says that, we backed him up with the performance and we're able to get the 3 points. But I think he's done a great job. And yeah, at halftime, he only set us in the right direction with what he said.